Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Thursday, February 15th, 2024. Stand by for a unique commentary. Well, today's commentary is on Donald Trump's use of the word election interference or the election is rigged. Okay. Boy, does he use that a lot, doesn't he? Election interference! Election interference! Yeah, really. And I'm not anti-Trump. I'm not pro-Trump. But to Donald J. Trump, here I say, you got 91 counts against you. You got people that hate you. And you got those crazy guys that somehow or another are doing your bidding. I don't know why, because you don't have a leg to stand on, and you created that yourself. There were some people that created election interference, and the election is rigged. And they went down in history, and nothing happened to them. And I know you looked at them, and you're thinking, this is going to happen to me too. But it isn't. And there were 3 of them, and only 1 of you. And for you Americans with watermelons for brains, here's the situation. The election of 1896 had a Democrat that was really good. I mean, good. Would he really been a good president? Well, I really don't know. He tried it 3 times, by the way, and he lost all 3 times. But the first time was, I would do like Trump did, election interference, and the election was rigged. I would claim that in his case. The guy in question was Democrat. His name was William Jennings Bryan. Mr. Bryan, well, he was, I think, the best orator ever for the American political scene. And he galvanized people. I mean, galvanized them, people. Worse than Donald J. Trump did in 2016. He had people going all over the place. And he was saying, you know how Donald J. Trump was saying, we got to clear up the swamp. Yeah. Well, Mr. Julian Jennings Bryan was saying, we have to destroy J.P. Morgan. We have to destroy John D. Rockefeller. And we have to destroy our Mr. Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie. We have to destroy him. Now, when you get the name of this people and you keep on saying, like Donald J. Trump would say to the different people, lock up Hillary, lock her up. Yeah, well, he was doing the same thing to these guys. And these guys were not Hillary Clinton. They were nasty, okay? They controlled the United States. I mean, the United States twice got bailed out of depressions by J.P. Morgan. 1893 and 1907, people. Do you understand what I mean? He also created your Fed that you live under today. Oh, the Fed says this. Well, this is a J.P. Morgan creation. Yeah. Well, those guys got together in 1896 and said, we got to buy us a presidency. Buy. You understand what I mean, people? Buy. And do you know what they did? Each individual, especially John D. Rockefeller, was known for it. If you were a competitor or somebody who pissed him off, he would go where you had business. He would set up his business right next door to you. and cut the prices to such an extent. Sure, he was losing money. Oh, yeah, he was losing a lot of money. But hey, you got shut down. Or like what he did to the railroads. Oh, you want to charge me for carrying my oil? Really? I'll shut you down. And he did. And by the time, the rail business was in tatters. Yeah, it cost a guy named Scott his life. And you can ask Andrew Carnegie about that one. Oh, was he pissed? Ooh, him and Rockefeller, they had a war going on after that. But he was pissed at his friend Scott. His life was cut short because of John D. Rockefeller. These are the guys that you have to watch out for, America. And you got guys like that right now. You got Elon Musk and you got Jeff Bezos. Two of those guys. And don't forget Zucker over there at Facebook. Okay? So you got your 21st version of them here. And they are ruthless. Oh, yeah. Especially Elon Musk. He can be a ruthless guy. Not quite as ruthless as John D. Rockefeller, but he's in the territory. And then you got Jeff Bezos, who's really today's version of J.P. Morgan, because he knows how to manipulate money. Elon Musk is power and muscle. That's what he does. Just like John D. Rockefeller was. Power and money. Power and muscle. He got money, but he didn't know how to use it like J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan could use money and kill you with it. As he did the United States twice, that they had to come and bail. He had to bail out the United States government. Twice. Okay? Like I said, 1893 and 1907. Yo-ho! Yes. But what they did in the 1896 election, Americans, they got together and says, yeah, we got to buy us a president. Okay, and they did. They bought William McKinley. Big time. And what would they do? Oh, all kinds of shenanigans. Their biggest shenanigan was get in the polls of every single poll in the United States. Now, mind you, this is 1896, people. There's no airplanes. There's no interstates. There's just trains. So you have to position your people on the 48 contiguous, not 48, but 46 continuous states, I believe it was at that time, because 1912 is when you were out to 48. But anyway, he positioned the people all over the election. And everybody was assuming that William Jennings Bryan was going to defeat William McKinley. Except for one thing. You vote for McKinley, you get paid. Just show me that you voted for McKinley, and I don't know how they did it, but they had some sort of a system here. And these guys, money bags, were standing outside of the polls. You went in, you voted, you came out, you checked with them, and they went out with money. Aha. And at the end of the day, 1896 election, William McKinley defeated Mr. Jennings big time. A shock to the American system because they thought that Mr. William Jennings Bryan was going to have this handily election. That was what you call, as Trump would say, election interference, and this election is rigged. You see what I mean, Americans? But nothing came out of that election. But if you have today's snoopers, go back and check the 1896 election and check the people, and check the people from the notes from Carnegie, Rockefeller, and J.P. Morgan, and you'll find out that they were heavily involved and killing Mr. William Jennings Bryan, bringing them down. And they did. This is your favorite alien saying. So you see, Mr. Trump, election interference and this election is rigged has already happened. And it wasn't yours. Good day.